Hello and welcome to BonBonB, a play Civilization 6 Gathering Storm. I'm BonBonB, you're very, very welcome. Well, we seem to be making good ground, but I've had a little nosy round at some of my neighbours. I am really concerned about the Russians over here. Now, again, certainly don't use, there's a setting in the options and you can see what everybody's producing. I don't feel that is something that I want to use. For me, it's not cheating. It's built into the game. You can use it, especially if you are one of these players that plays to a deity level and you want to. It's all about the win. For me, it's about the game, about the experience, about the building up of an empire, that kind of thing. If I lose, then it'd be sad. But if I lose, I lose. If I win, then great. Now, there is that. Another way of actually seeing how well people are doing is if I was to click on the world rankings right there. And I have done that many a times in the past. But it'll give me the information about who's producing the most science and who's producing the most culture. The whole thing is, I don't want to know. I mean, I want to just have a glance and go, well, this is the this is the Congo, isn't it? Yeah, the Congo. Can have a little look at how their empire is spread, and they've got like a size 14 capital, and then we've got a few small cities around it. Alongside it, you've got the Georgians, got a big capital as well, supported by one good sized city there, and a 10, and a few dotted around here as well, a couple of island ones. Over here, the Greeks. Fairly solid looking empire, fairly defendable as well, because obviously they're on an island all to their own, apart from Corinth, which is nuzzling up with Toledo on this island here. I wanted to get both these, but the pressure would have been just too much if I'd settled here first, sadly. But yeah, you can see that's going on there, and then various other things. But it's the rush. Oh, and have a look at the Romans. Again, the Romans, they've got a good grasp of this land, but they have lost. Was it Lugdundum? Yeah, they've lost that one to the Maori, who I can't see too much of the Maori, but I imagine they don't have the biggest sprawl down. I mean, the most they could really extend it to is about this kind of area here. They've probably got maybe another city in this area, I think, maybe. And so yeah, they're contesting with the Romans down here, and I'm not that worried about it, to be honest with you. But then the Russians. If we have a look at the Russians, we've got a size 16 capital, a size 13 support city, big city down here, and a 12. So that's 3 comfortably oversized 10, and then you've got an 11, and then you've got 2 10s. So that's 5 cities of 10 or more. And especially these two cities here, we're pumping out an awful lot of science just through this sheer size. They'll be producing science. Compare and contrast with my civilization, I've got a couple of decent sized 11 sized cities here. My capital's only a 9, being held back by having to pump out so many settlers from it. Excuse me. So held back by, and then once you get behind these 2 cities here, my Petra city and my capital, then you've got a 7, a 4, a 2, and a 7. A couple of 7s, a 4, and a 2. Not as strong. And a 3 down here. Not as strong as this. This is really, really, really powerful. I imagine that their science is well above me. If we come and have a look at some of the development of their cities around here as well. What we got going on here, so there's a fort there, not that worried about the fort. Another one here. What we got there, that's a campus, so they've got a campus there. Probably not the best location for a campus. Obviously here we've got the commercial hub, we've got the lighthouse going on there with the harbour. I mean, they've got a really well developed empire. A lot of food going out of here, which is obviously what's produced such a good sized capital. Compare that with, I didn't have so much room for farmland here as well. I mean, I could extend down, get a bit more farming in here. I guess that's probably a thing I'm going to have to look to do, because this is going to be struggling somewhat otherwise. But anyway, so we've got all of that going on. We've got a big old neighbour there that I feel that we need to stay friends with, because if we get to ooh, he was flying. Don't know if you could hear that in the background, but he was flying. Ah, somebody with a big old engine on the road there. Of course, empty roads in these days of crisis at the moment. People think that they can treat it like a Formula 1 Grand Prix track. Anyway, yeah, so what we've got is we've got a neighbour that is really very powerful looking. Another thing that tells me that they're ahead of me is this guy here. It's a Cossack Corps, right? A corps. That is when you merge two military units together to become more powerful. Now, I didn't have a clue as to exactly how powerful that... This is the only military unit we can see as well. 67 melee strength. 67. Compare again and contrast to my most powerful and probably my only melee. My only melee army is the swordsman here, who has a melee strength of 36. It's twice as powerful as this. And then if we have a look at my my crossbowmen have got a range strength of 40, melee of 30. If we go to war with the Russians at the moment, this Cossack unit on its own is going to do us a lot of grief. On the downside, we are having to push back against their religion. We've got a couple of apostles here from their eastern. Now, we're doing okay with religion, but again, I feel that they are probably producing more religion than we are. Again, without cheating and looking. If we go into the religion lens, now, so we can see this is the Russian Eastern Orthodoxy, and it's extending down this way. We've pushed it back. They were pushing into our area. We're pushed back a little bit, and so we're fairly secure. And over here we've extended Bonism right away into this area here, with this one converting at some point soon. One thing we've had problem with though, this you have a look at, this is Protestantism. I'll get there in a minute. Protestant. This belongs to the Dutch, and the Dutch. We've not really had a chance to look at the Dutch that much. And I think what we need to do is we need to get up here. We need to convert their holy cities, because they are just going to be annoying, nibbling away. Because they've got even this guy here. They've got a few that they're pumping out. And we need to get this converted. If we can just hold the Russians back for now. I think actually, let's just check the pressure. So religious pressure coming in here. We're pretty secure. 12 against 10, that's fine. Religious pressure against them. So this is kind of like, this looks like a pretty solid line in the sand at the moment. Now Anton Revo here is going to convert to me in 269 turns. Well, that's game over by then. Let's not worry too much about that one. I got worried about their wall for a moment. Their fortification walls have been knocked out a bit. But I think what's happened there, if I go back to Empire view, right behind it you've got a volcano, and look at the land around it. I reckon that Anton Revo has been damaged by the volcano, not by any attack from the Russians. Oh, look from this actual view. We can actually see clearly. So they've got a campus. Looking for campuses. Campi? Couple of campuses here. So that's 3 campuses going on. And they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At least 7 holy sites. Again, I've only got the 1 there. 2, 3 holy. 4. I mean, they're ahead of me. Basically, they are definitely ahead of me. There's no question there. And with science, yeah, we're going to need more campuses. We're going to need better located campuses. Campi. Anyway, that's what's going on. I just wanted to go back and have a little glance at that before we carried on and got stuck into the game. Right, a unit needs an order, which is going to be this guy here. And what I'm tempted to do, I'm just going to leave him there for now. We've got the guru behind him. And I'm just going to keep this defensive line of apostles here while we build up and buy a few new. How much are apostles going to cost us now is the question. Let's have a look. Missionaries are 215. We can get a few of those out, but we know that the Dutch have got apostles. 745 for apostles is a lot. 5 turns to an apostle is a lot. So, yeah, it's going to probably be about 15 to 20 turns before we can make any kind of surge against the Dutch. But we'll just remember that as we go. Right, okay, so as I think we're about done. Yes, you are going to skip your turn. You can skip your turn. And what have we got going on? So the guru. I think we can move the guru down behind there. And nobody needs recovering, so we'll just skip your turn as well. End of the turn. Oh, not quite the end of the turn. Now, this apostle has got 1 spread left. I'm not going to use him for that. I want to get him to have a little look. I'd like him to have a little look down here at this area. We'll send him across the land, though, so we can get rid of this OCD fog of war. I'm not a big fan of the OCD fog of war. No. Okay. Let's go back up to my patch. What was that? Right, okay. Let's come out of that first of all. Go back into this mode here. I heard a doof. I think somebody upgraded something in here. That's fine. If you're going to upgrade stuff, you're going to upgrade stuff. Right, we've got Apostle. Just trying to think. Have we got enough to be able to take him down? We might have enough to take him down. Right, we'll come to there. You can come to here. You're not going to get around to him. So what we'll do is... hang on a second. Do you know what? I think we'll just move you back. I can get a hit in. I suppose getting a hit in is better than nothing. How much health have you got left? A lot of health. Okay. You know what? We'll do the same with you. We might as well give you a big old hit there. You can... There's an apostle in the city over there as well. Actually, how many... He's got 4 spreads. I'll count the spreads, what we've got remaining. You've got 4. Oh, we've got a lot of spreads going on. These guys just basically are sitting on religious spreads. We should be sending them across. Right, okay, we can use them in the war against the Dutch. The religious war against the Dutch, that is. The war of religion. Oh, we have got a spy. Ooh, what to do with the spy? I'm tempted by having a go with the Russians, but I don't want to upset them. So let's go somewhere where it doesn't matter so much if they want to go to war with me. Like the Georgians. They're all the way over here. Tbilisi looks like it might produce a little bit of... yeah, we've got a potential... I'm going to send you to Georgia. If we can bring in something, like a little bit of money maybe. Have you actually got... Yeah, you got a commercial hub in there, haven't you? I'm tempted to send you to Tbilisi. What do you think? First of all, can we go for an embassy? Would you? Oh, you will let me have an embassy. Thank you very much. That's really helpful. Wasn't exactly what I planned on doing. Right, you're going to Tbilisi, and we can siphon funds. 424 would be very nice indeed. Bit of extra gold. Yeah, go on then. We'll have a go. We will definitely have a go at that. Choosing production. Where are we? Right, so we're back to Bilbao. Can we build any more spies, or is that our quota for spies at the moment? Don't see any spies listed. I'm not sure how I managed to get a spy, but we've now You've got a spy. Right, okay, so do I think now is the time to be building some builders? So especially if we can give Madrid a boost. I think it probably could do with a boost. Builders would be quite good. Campuses would be fine. This is going to take way too long to build. I'm not that worried about those. University, still 13 turns though. 4 turns to get a builder out to upgrade some more farmland over here, and maybe actually do some work to this as well. Be pretty fine as far as I'm concerned. Meanwhile, where is Liang? Oh, she's there. Right. Oh, she's going to want a builder down here as but we can buy a builder in here, I feel. Purchase a builder down here. Yes, and then that builder can do some upgrades and get that city growing nicely. Toledo. Do we want to do any upgrades here? I don't feel that we do. I do feel that we probably want some kind of defensive units in here. And this has been destroyed. 4 turns for a builder to repair this. How are we doing for food? Food is fine, but I want to get that fixed. Okay, and meanwhile you're fine there. You're not doing anything for now. And you're just gonna wait your turn out there. In fact, let's nip you in there. Oh look, there's another. They've got some. Have you got? Is that the same course? No. Oh, that's the course. They've got an army. Don't want to upset them too much. They've got an army. Okay. And meanwhile, you can just wait there as well. And I think what we'll do is we'll just leave you there. Yeah, we'll leave you there. Skip that turn. I'm going to send this apostle to have a look at the Dutch lands. So I want to know what's going on over here. Probably not too much going on here. But yeah, what's going on in this patch? What cities have you got? Which ones do I need to clear out? What's going on here? Oh, would you know the Dutch have been reclaiming land? Of course they have. Well, putting dams up anyway. Right, Guru. Guru is fine there, I feel, for now. And we are... Unit needs orders. Oh, skip your turn then. Fine, skip your turn. Actually, if we bring you over this way, please. How about there? Yeah, we probably use you to finish the kill on one. If one of these apostles just hangs around long enough, that'd be great. Thank you very much. Right, I see through your honeyed words and curried favours. You seek ultimate power for yourself, and you would have the nations give it to you of their own free will. Yes! Yes, Tamar. Yes, you keep blinking at me. Blink. Thank you. Okay, end of the turn. Knowledge of gunpowder has...
Having seen a non-market economy, I suddenly understood much better what I liked about a market economy.
Thank you, Esther Dyson, for your wise words. Right, so we've got this apostle here who is... Can we... We can't really... Another one! Oh my god. Perhaps we shouldn't upset them too much. Let me move you up to there. And... give that a bit of a whack. Can we bring you over there? Will you be able to finish the fight? You will. What I will do, I'm going to bring you over here though for the full repair. You can come up here for a full repair as well. As long as the Guru survives, which he should do, one would hope. I'm going to bring you back into Bonism space over here. That'll do. Choosing production time in Madrid. Ah, Madrid. We nearly forgot about you, didn't we? Look at all the things I've got going on in Madrid. Hang on, we can we've got to spin the camera around. Oh, going out of the lands there. What a lovely... I love the 3D Sorry about all these. Can we switch these map options? Yield icons off. That's more like it, isn't it, eh? You prefer that? Me too. Oh, look, blue mantle. We've got blue mantle. No. Anyway, yes, so we've got... I will put those yield icons back on. It's helpful to me. Boom. Right, let's get rid of that. So, yes, we've got all sorts. We've got... This is the... Is that Mon... Why are we getting... Oh, we are. We are. Sorry, it took a few moments. Yeah, Mont St. Michael, Mont St. Michel even. Mont St. Michael. Hang on, let's straighten this thing up. Which way? Which way? It's that way, isn't it? There we go. Right, we're straight again. So we've got a few wonders and things. We've got a bit of defence going on there, but another 45 turns. We've just grown to 10. 45 turns to get to 11 though, which is because we've only got a food surplus of 2.5. Hence, let's get some farms down here. Let's get it done. In fact, we can probably convert the drain the marshes. That would make sense. Is that something I would like to buy a builder for, though? Again, probably makes a bit of sense to get these guys rushed out. We're still choosing production in here, though. What shall we have in? Let's see. We could build these courses and whatever, but I feel it's a bit of a waste if we're not likely to go to war at any time. Because I want to stay friends. I'm going to try and declare some sort of friendship. Let's get the university going. Now, while I'm thinking about staying friends, Peter is still friends. Declare friendship? Yes, of course. Any chance we can have an alliance? Right. We could have a... we can't... You could have a research alliance. But I'm not trading with them. Trade routes. Culture from trade routes. Faith from trade routes. Well, might be helpful to send some trade routes to them. Right now, I don't think we want an alliance, but what trade routes do we have? List of reports, trade routes. We've got 2 potential trade routes. We could build a trader somewhere. And we are actually sending some to St. Petersburg anyway. So it might be worth sending. It might be worth going for the alliance. What do we think? Okay, let's make an alliance. What do we want? The religious alliance, because why not? And we accept that deal. Right. So we get a little bit more religion. Not much, but we'll send our next trader. We will need a... We could build a trader now. Where do we want to build a trader from? Well, from Madrid, one would suggest, probably. While we're here, then. While we're here, can we buy a trader? Well, we haven't got enough free cash. Oh, no, because we've got a builder in the city. That's fine. We'll go from Cordoba then. No, because we've got a trader actually in that city. Well, that's just typical. How about Bilbao? And we can't there because of some reason. Why can't we have a... Needs more trade route capacity. Or maybe I'm building a trader somewhere. Am I missing something? Am I missing something? Why can't I build a trader? Never mind. Let's not worry about it. Let's get on and choose production in Valladolid. We'll go for... Well, let's get the library done, because I think we really do need to push our science on a lot. And now we've got a builder here. And what we can do is... The fisheries give me... Fishing boats give me +1 and 2. Fisheries give me 2 and a half a housing. Okay, well, we'll just send you over here and we'll just start putting some food in where we need the food. Yeah. You can wait your turn out there. I think we're getting close to the end of the turn now. We do have an apostle in the water. It's got to be worth having... Is that in the water? It does look like it's in the water. Maybe it's still in the city. Yeah, can't make that out. That looks like... Does that not look like it's in the water? Why can't I attack you then? That's really weird. How... Is it because he's in the water that I can't attack him? Never mind. Okay, fine. We won't attack him then. That's fine. Unit needs orders. The Guru can just wait its turn there. It's got 1 heal remaining. And so just see out your turn there. And next turn it is. So now we've got this missionary who was, I think, just going on the explore, wasn't he? If I remember rightly. He's pretty much been everywhere he can go to. I'm just going to get him to have a look round into this block of land here, or sea maybe. Whatever's going on there. Can't really see what's going on here, but we've got a spy going into Tbilisi. Once again, I felt that I'd sent the spy there, but maybe the spy is settling into place. I'm not sure. I'm getting a bit confused by what I've done and what I haven't. Oh, hello. And oh, poor old Anton Revo getting its walls bashed again. It wasn't the cleverest place to build it, right next to Pompeii, what was it? That was a bit dumb. It's fertilised some land, but it probably done a little bit more damage. Let's have a look.
People can have the Model T in any colour, so long as it's black.
Thank you very much, Mr. Henry Mercedes. Right, so looks like this Russian apostle has had a go. Had a bit of a go. I'm just going to repair all of these guys around there. Now they're all feeling a little bit healthier. I'm just going to bring you back into space over here. Can we bring you back to there? I would like to bring you back into relative safe. In fact, we can bring you all the way back into a holy site for a full recover. And bring you, if we can. Oh no, you've just had. Have you? Is it because you've just had your turn, or is it because you just literally can't move? Yep, it's because you've just done a full heal. We might be losing him, but he's only got 1 heal left, so it wasn't the world's biggest problem. How are we doing? We got enough to buy a couple of apostles, which is nice. This apostle is on the sale. Choosing research time. I think we've got to get gunpowder. I think we've got to get it. And again, we can just, how about bringing you back to there, and you just relax. You can just chill, and you can just chill there as well. Right, so I think we've kept the Russian Eastern Orthodoxy at bay for another turn there. Took out another one of their apostles while we were doing it. It's a big old battle there, keeping their apostles at bay. Now, I think we should buy one of these tiles. It's going to be much better than one of these two upgraded, I think. I think so. Well, we'll see what this actually do here for us. So, let's go back, actually, before we do anything else there. Right. So, out of this view, Empire view. So, yes, so 3 food and 3 gold, or 4 food, a production and a gold. Now, what's more important to me at the moment out of Cartagena is, I think, production. I think my gold production is good, so I don't mind losing a couple. I think just getting the extra production out of this city is definitely a way to go at the moment, and especially as it doesn't have much land to work. It's going to have to use every bit of production out of the tiles as possible. So, yes, there is that. And if I leave this one empty for a seaport... Is that... No, this one would be better. Oh, how about... Hang on, let's go... Let me just come out of that. Let me just... Oh, this is going to... This is a harbour. Right there. 3 resource tiles right next to it. Let's have a little look and see what it says in terms of production. That's what I'm after. Harbour. A +5. A +5 harbour. And how many million turns was it to... Oh, hang on. I didn't want to do that. Let's try that again. Just select on that. Choose that. 91 turns to build it, though. That's way too long at the moment. But, yeah, that is a mighty, mighty powerful harbour. And it'll produce us some really good stuff. But, yeah, that's a long way off. Right, well, sorry. I got excited about other things then, didn't I? Right, you are... What's this? Military engineer. Engineers? The Russians are ahead of me on science. Okay, I think we just have to accept that. Just check the pressure on here. Pressure on here is really good for them, not for me. Okay, right. Units, orders. We've got all these people. Skip your turn. Skip your turn. Skip your turn. And skip your turn as well. Right, we have this builder. Let's go over to this tile. We'll drain it to get the food. This got some interesting things going on there. Right, so you've now explored this area. Can we get you over to here? Away from that apostle. I want you to survive long enough. Actually, what promotions have you got? So you got plus 75%. I'm not worried about that one. If he dies, we get a relic. So if he does die, it's not a problem. Let's just do some exploring with him first, shall we? Right, okay, so let's say sorry. Okay, let's say sorry. I don't know what happened there, but we've converted them. I think what's happened is they attacked me. Yeah, they had an apostle in there, didn't they? They attacked me. My guru took a bit of a hit, which was like to be expected, I would suggest. We'll get you back into my territory for now. And because he took a bit of a hit, the apostle died and it converted their own city. And then he wanted me to say sorry. Oh, that's amazing. Well, look at what we did today. We've pushed the boundary of Bonism in towards the Russian homeland. I'm happy with that for now. Looks like Antananarivo managed to survive that one, not too badly. What I think we will do is, as we can't do too much more on this front, is maybe leave a couple of apostles here just for defence purposes. And maybe just the one for defence purposes. Then send everybody else over to the Dutch homeland. Look at this. This city here. It's getting hit by something. It's got to be barbarians. Has to be barbarians. Is it barbarians? I don't know. Can we... I'm just going to send one of my boats over that way. As a little... Actually, what we're just going to go click that and we'll bring you... I want you to go over there in the next turn or two, okay? Right, okay, that's going to be it for today. Thank you very much for watching, for commenting, for liking and for subscribing as we fight back the Russian religious pressure over this side. It's worked quite nicely. Worked out very nicely indeed. Meanwhile, over this side, this is where the religious fight is going to now. They haven't made any more incursions into our... No, this is all good. In fact, this is all going to convert over to me under its own pressure. I don't need to do anything more with that. How many have we got in there? We got 4. See, that's 1 gold. I've got tithes. That's 1 gold per turn in itself. And that one is another, almost a 1. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Right, anyway, as I was saying, thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking, and for subscribing, for joining me for this one. Join me next time, and we'll be doing some more Civilization 6. Thanks for watching.